All right, this is a newt that we made in Island Grove last week. We put a queen in it. We'll check it and see if we got a queen in it. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of bees. Queen's out of her cage. Hopefully she's wandering around in the bottom here. Not a whole bunch of bees in here. They're kind of flyy. It's early, just after 8. They're drawing that out pretty nicely. This is all brood that we gave them. I see a cup. Nothing in it. So in a week or so, this thing's gonna really pop. This next frame ought to be an empty one. I haven't seen the queen yet, but I see larvae and eggs. So she's alive and well. I think I need to put a jar of sugar water on them. Give them a little something to eat. Well, they got some nectar and some pollen in this frame we gave them. So I'm gonna I'd admire seeing that queen. But you know, when I go looking for them hard, it's when I have trouble finding them. Yeah, definitely eggs and pop, and she must have came out of the hole laying. I think I'll give them a little shot of juice. See if that'll encourage them to draw up a little better. Queen ought to be on this frame where them bees have hatched out. There's some hatching out right now. There, there, and there. Where she ought to be. Could be, I don't know. Well, that's a positive note. I believe we're gonna carry these. I'm gonna carry these to Island Grove in the morning, early, and get them out of here. The people behind us here, they pretty big complainers. So, all right, I'll see you in Island Grove. All right, back at you, Island Grove. This hive still has sugar water on it from the other day. Don't know what that means. I put a queen in this one Friday. I come back Sunday. She wasn't out of the cage, so I turned her loose. So I don't know if that's good or bad or one or the other. They seem to have a good amount of honey left in them. They're flying pretty good. So I reckon we're about to find out. There seems to be a lot of bees, a lot more bees than I remember in here. I had cut their entrance way down to just a little bit because there's a lot of feed in this hive. I'm hoping there's some brood in here. Not yet. They were kind of laying worker to me. I might have just squandered this queen, but I had one and I figured, what the hell. We're getting into an area where there ought to be brood. Now I probably put this in here the other day. So they would have something to hatch out. This is the frame I would kind of expect to see something on. I do see some scattered larvae. I don't know if it's what exactly it is. I do have some what I would consider probably laying worker on this. I didn't have good feeling about requeening this one with the queen just because I thought it was a laying worker, but you know, can't never tell. My daggone flashlight decided not to work. Yeah, I'd almost bet you this one didn't take the queen. So it's yeah, I don't know if you can see that, all of that popcorn laying worker bullshit. I don't know when this one got away from me. I was hoping it would they would take the queen, but looks like not. Go back through it, give a good look for her. I'll get you back on if I find her. All right, I have located the queen. It's on the bottom frame right there, as you can see. She looks like a good fat one. So I guess they didn't kill her. Where she's laying, I have no idea. If she's laying, I have no idea. I guess we'll know in a week, but you know, she's right there along the bottom. We'll leave her go, see what happens. She is not laying that I could find. Maybe they need a kick in the ass. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, well, 2 for 2. Here's another one that I put a queen in. It also has not taken all of the sugar water. Like every other hive around here, but these two big ones I put queens in took it. These damn love bugs are intense. I hate these things. This hive don't seem too spiffy. I also turned the queen loose in this one. They about had her out when I picked her up. They roared. So I'm hoping that that's a sign that they liked her. There's mostly honey up here in this top box. There's the old cage. I opened it and stuck it back in there. They when I picked the cage up, it was kind of funny how loud they got. There are not a whole lot of bees in this hive. I don't know if we're gonna knock these down to a nuke. Must be there's low numbers because they are calm. About to get into where there ought to be business if something's happening. I want to say I put some brood in this last week, but until I see it, I don't know if I'll believe it. These bees are pretty runny. If that other one took a queen, this one should have. But you know, screwing with bees, no one ever knows. I do have eggs. Right here is the queen. You can see that right there by my finger, crawling towards the bottom. So this one has been laying. So good on her. If they can sustain their population and guard this, she's got plenty of other room to lay, but I believe these are gonna have to go down into a nuke box. Pretty dang soon. They just can't, they're not gonna be able to guard this, I don't believe. All right, 3 for 3. About time for me to get bitch slapped, because thinking that everything's going good. We'll look at a couple more. Now this one is my most hated swarm that we've been messing with for months. They should have taken a queen. There wasn't a whole lot of bees in here to be mad about. Queen cage appears to be empty. They did get a bottle of sugar water last week. Appears like they could use a bottle of sugar water again this week. These things didn't keep this queen. They're the spawn of the devil, because they were they just don't want one, if that's the case. Ought to be this next frame would be my guess. have eggs in the cells that are open in the middle. So that frame of brood ought to bump them up pretty good. Definitely backfilling the where they're hatching out. I don't see any hatching out at the moment. Don't see the queen either. Don't mean she ain't in here. I'd like to see a little more. There's definitely eggs in there, so I'm gonna say 4. That's 4 out of 7. Yeah, this is all egged up. She ought to be over around here. Huh. Got some old popcorn brood on this side. Go back through them real quick, see if I see her. I'm satisfied that there's something laying in here. Whether it be the queen I put in there, or not. They look like they might could use a little more groceries. I did bring some sugar water with me. I'll have to go dry my glasses out. The humidity's still 10,000 million. All right, so I'm gonna say this one was a success. I guess we'll find out for sure next week. All right, I think this is, I know this is one to put a queen in. Don't know why it's a double box. There is a fair amount of bees in it. Drawed that just a little bit. It's all nectar. Well now, there are eggs in here for sure in this top box. So I'll say that there's the queen right there by my hive tool. I don't know if you can see her or not, but all right, so far so good. These look like they got food, but can't never tell. I'm gonna leave them alone. Stand by. All right, this gonna be, shit, I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this will be the last one up here that got queen. So this one we had somewhere. I think it was at Mary's trying to make queens. We were adding eggs to them. See the queen cage, it appears to be empty. These were very receptive to the queen. So that probably means it's the one that killed her. I've got one more I put a queen in down at Richards, but I'm not going to Richards today. I'm gonna mess around up here a little bit, mow, and then tomorrow is treatment day. So I'll get down there and check that one tomorrow. This one has a good amount of bees on that frame. Hopefully they have, I was smart enough to put an empty frame in here for a queen to lay on, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. I did and she did. We have eggs. A hot dog. It's got eggs on both sides of this frame. Don't see the queen right off the bat. They got a lot of food in this hive. It's not a, ain't no one going hungry. And here I put a frame of brood in here, so I really ought to write this crap down so I remember what in the hell I'm doing. But usually by the time I get done doing it, I'm sublime. Well, there's the queen right there by my thumb. On the bottom. She looks like a good one. Nice and big. Just looking for somewhere to lay. So we're gonna, I need to get a frame. They're gonna need something here shortly to work with. But so far, that's 6 out of 6 in the queen department. And I would think that one at Richards took it, but we shall see. All right, I'll see you later. All right, this is my empire in Island Grove. I didn't look in every hive. Last week we looked in a bunch of big ones. Right now, everything up here is supposed to be queen right from last week to this week. I have been running this pollen feeder, and the bees seem to really like it right now. They work on it pretty good and hard. That's one that we just got queened. That one grew its own queen. That one grew its own queen. Queen that one, queen that one. Those grew their own. I've been mowing and weed eating, trying to stay ahead of this deal. So, kind of hard to see, but that's it. And this is our last of it. All right, we're done.